SlamDog76 here. Video response to Pop's quest and his drivey video, Covid-19, a nation divided. That is a wonderfully provocative title, sir. What I want to see, though, is the other half of the video. That sucker cuts off. You do a very nice job of laying out the problems, and you're coming to the cusp of the solution. It's like, tell me what to think, brah. Tell me what to think. What's the real problem? Just say it. Just say it. Say what the problem is. And I'm imagining y'all need to check out his video. Don't want to do any spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts inbound. Link in the description box, but spoiler alert inbound in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All right. So the second half would be like, what is it that brings two sides of a nation divided together? It's leadership, man. Now, if you accidentally say something about old T-Bone up there, old Donnie T, our Yankee father in the great White House, now you're just going to further divide. It's almost like a set-in division. I like what you say about the politicians, seeing the divisiveness, using the divisiveness, whether they like to or not, or mean to or not. It's the nature of what they're trying to accomplish. You know, you get a lot of those people in those positions, they're pragmatic. You know, they got this means to an end point of view, if that makes sense. And everybody likes to have an axe to grind, and they've got their own axes, and they've got their own methods of grinding, so to speak. And it's not healthy, and it's not what a nation in a true crisis needs, which I'm not sure if this one qualifies, but it's certainly a dress rehearsal, if not. I've made the mistake. Sorry, I had to run outside so my family didn't think I was, or no, find out for sure that I was a jackass making YouTube videos. Where was I? Shit. I'm gonna have to rewind it and see. That truck blew my mind. Anyway, you take the politicians, they're on the outside. You know, they have a detached view of how things are going, how the herd behavior goes. You know, and I've made the mistake of mixing things up on Facebook with comments and stuff that I see. You know, sticking to kind of the White House page and Donald Trump's Twitter, because I feel like I can almost reach this guy. That's the crazy thing about our current president. Like, he's the first guy to me that seems reachable. But I'll get replies, and everybody's first reply, you need to stop watching the news and think for yourself and everything. And you know, in my particular case, the conclusions I came up with for the COVID doesn't have to do with something that I saw on CNN or Fox. It's my own doctor, my own doctor's advice, or the CDC's advice, or the Florida, I'm down here in Florida, the Florida Department of Health's advice. So people have this like preconceived notion before they're even listening to what I'm saying. But you know, anytime in debate, other people are watching. So you're not arguing a case against something in order to convince the person you're arguing to. I'm not going to convince the person who thinks that I get all my conclusions from the news of anything, because they're certain that they're correct, and it feels good to be correct, and their brain will release some sort of a chemical that makes them feel like a good person and being correct. So the solution to this pie being divided is building bridges. You find a person that disagrees with you, if you're so inclined, if it seems like such a problem, you build the bridge from where that person's at to where you're at. And it starts by trying to think where they're coming from, listening to them, listening to the root of what they're talking about. That's what I hope the second half of your video is about, Pop. But I want to see it. I want to see the director's cut. Put the director's cut in there. Hashtag director's cut from Pop's Quest. Hope everybody's doing well. Again, link to Pop's video in the description below. Let me know what y'all's experiences are. Video responses are great, but if you're too shy, just comment. Catch you cats later.